Okay, we're back on, and it was a good thing Vicki reminded me to turn the camera back on. Okay, so we just watched that short video that you guys get to see too. And so here's a couple of facts. The $15 is actually an affiliate fee paid to us, you, as a member of this system. It does not go to the company. And in that with that 15 bucks, they preload 100 leads in your office. So then comes what happens if I call all the 100 leads? Guess what? They load another 100. And if you call all those, and you have to make notes, okay? You really work them, in other words. And you go through the second 100. They load a third 100. And they'll load a fourth 100 and a fifth 100. Okay, so how does that work? Now we're going to get into some really nuts and bolts, nitty gritty stuff on this segment. I want you to know how the thing works, and it's so cool. We're going to change colors maybe. Okay, so $15, that's affiliate pay to you. They load 100 leads, and you call those leads, make the notes, work them. They'll load another 100, and another 100, and another 100. Okay, so where do the leads come from, and how does it work? They have built into the back office a Google search tool. It's so cool. If you want to jumpstart and start creating your own faster or whatever, but they use it. And so now I talked about this source that Canada Bob was using that I don't use anymore. They are also network marketers, but what they are buying is genealogy lists, companies that are going out of business, network marketers with big downlines, and they actually sell the names and the contact information. And I didn't want to use those. These are not those. What they do on their end, this is the staff. Remember, how'd you get my name? We have a staff. Don't you have staff? Don't you have people? We have people. What these people do is they'll put in a company name. Amway, I mean, we pick on Amway a lot. Anyway, and they put in a search criteria of the name, the area code. You can in this little Google tool that they've got in your back office. Bottom line is that they come up with websites of companies where a distributor's got their name, email, and phone number, and then of course the name of the company. Those are the leads. Actual people in companies with their contact information to be found, harvested, and put into your back office. So, why would, I mean, they're already in a deal, right? The thing is what if that website's been up there for 5 months and this person quit after their first 2 weeks because their upline pissed them off? Can I say that on camera? Vicky's going, no, don't say that. What if they've been in there and they just, got burned out on whatever? I mean, you don't know. The facts are, and in further training in this system, 90% of people in network marketing are not in the same company they started with. They migrate, as he said on the video that you guys will get to see. So, how does it work? This is the work he's talking about for an hour a day. You're going to call the numbers and you're going to hope they don't answer the phone. Imagine sitting down and just saying, okay, I have a task. I'm going to spend 5 minutes. I'm going to spend 15 minutes. I'm going to spend 30 minutes. Any more than 30 minutes is actually kind of hard. You dial the phone number, ring, ring. You hear the voicemail, beep. You're going to say, hi, Bob. Jim Stevens here calling. I called because I came across one of your sites. I've got a question. When you get time, give me a call back at your phone number. Thanks. Bye. Now you've just actually created a filter, because if Bob in this case, is actively in his business or just curious, is he or is he not going to call you back?
Yeah.
Hi, Russell. Jim Stevens calling. Hey, look, I came across one of your sites here and I've got a question. When you get a minute, give me a call back at my phone number. Thanks. Are you going to call me? Absolutely, right?
What sites are you referring to?
That's going to come up. Now, the site, because it'll say right in there, ASEA, Amway, Herbalife. It'll actually tell you what company
Oh.
that's showing up on the website. So then Russell calls. And now, if this person decided, I'm allergic to MLM, I never want to talk to another human being in my life, I'm going to move out into the middle of the forest, you know, they won't call. So that's known as a filter, a in or out moment in this process. If they call you, here's how the call is going to go. Hi, Jim. Russell here. Got your phone call. How can I help you? Is typical. Or what can I do for you? Or whatever. Here's the script that goes with it. And then we're going to talk about some mental, you need to have the right frame of mind. You've got to have the right posture. Okay? It's called reverse prospecting is the name of this technique. So then Russell calls and he says, Jim, hi, yeah, how can I help you? Here's the 30-second pitch he referred to. Hey, Russell, glad you called. Hey, look, I'm hoping maybe you can point me in the right direction. I did come across your site, and I live in Washington State, Yakima, Washington. I'm looking to expand one of my businesses. I'm in the network marketing industry. And in this, you pause, like after I'm in the network marketing industry, for them to go, okay, you know, or something, or like, yeah. And then you say, so I was just curious if you might be in a position to consider any good opportunities if they're worth it. Because if you are, I can send you a quick link with all the details. That's it. Now, this system is meant to be built on speed, not convincing. There's only a few answers that Russell can say. Well, what is it? Or, no, I'm not interested. You know, I'm you know, doing my thing here, whatever it is. Okay? Or, sure, why not? In the training, which I won't go through all of it here, there's an answer for every one of those. Let's take the one you're going to hear a lot. I'm not sure I'm interested. You know, I don't think so. Great, have a nice day. Bye. In the past, when we were spending $3.50 to $7 a lead, how could you not be interested? I haven't even told you anything about it. I mean, you know, you try and dig your heels in and get a response and, you know, create the interest. Look, you call through 100 of these, they'll load another 100. So now, what's easier? To sit down at your phone and know that actually won't be that high. It'll be more like 6 out of 10 may not be interested. And the other 4 are going to have various ways of going with interest, right? Which we'll talk about here. But, or stalking people in the grocery store waiting to see somebody who's limping. Or going back to your family and friends again. Or finding clubs, bars, libraries, coffee shops, whatever, to hang out in. Or, you know, you're going to do that anyway, right? But if you're trying to move things along a little faster, having people that you can contact reasonably, okay? So he has a whole video training thing on, well, I don't know, you know, I call them up and I said I saw one of their sites and, you know, and they're all excited about signing up a new person. You didn't say anything about that. You legitimately have a question. I saw your information on a website and I was just curious. I'm looking to expand my business. Are you open to looking at or his version is, are you open to looking at any good opportunities? But we kind of like, are you in a position to consider any good opportunities if they're, and we added, if they're worth it. And then he has in there, because if the answer is yes, I can send you a quick link. Now, the psychology behind that is, when you say, I can send you a quick link with all the details, their head says, excellent, I just found my way to get off this phone call. Say yes, send me the email. We've used that before, and it works. I mean, it's like, and if they say, well, so what is it? Well, that's why we call it a website with a link. It's got videos, and I can send that to you. What's your best email? That's all you're after.
Or you could ask him, what do you know about CBD?
Well, that's coming up. Okay. So I could have paid her to say that. Russell's already getting rich with the stuff he said that he could have paid him to say. So now let's go with 30, 40, 50%. I mean, once you get down really good with the 30-second pitch, the yeses, well, sure, I'll take a look, go up.
I thought these people call you.
They will. So let's go back to that. I'm glad you said that too. You've left the voicemail. Hi, Russell, Jim Stevens here. Hey, I came across one of your sites. Have a quick question. Give me a call when you get time. Here's my number. Boom. Right? Phone rings and it's you in this case. Hi, Jim. Russell here, returning your call. How can I help you? You've called me now. That's when I say, Russell, glad you called. Look, I was just hoping you could steer me in the right direction here. I live in Yakima, Washington, and I'm looking to expand one of my businesses. I happen to be in the network marketing industry, and I was just wondering if you might be in a position to consider some, good opportunities if they're worth it. Because if you are, I can send you a quick link in the email that gives you all the details. That's it.
Does that guy have a website, or are you just saying that?
No, he has. We know he has a website because that's the only way they end up in your back office. They literally, the staff literally is going on Google, pulling up websites from companies. This person's name showed up with their phone number and their email address associated with that company. And we see Melaleuca, YTB, Unique, whatever it is, all these different companies. You'll see the company name in there. And so they have a website, or had. Okay? So we know they're a network marketer, or were. We know that they've had an active website for sure, because that's the only way their name shows up.
So you still had to leave them a message to get them to call you.
But
back.
if they answer the phone, okay, so ring, 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 and you're hoping for a voicemail, because it's faster. If you get a voicemail, it's real short, If they answer, then it's like, hey, Russell, glad you're there. I was expecting a voicemail. Okay, and he says, all right, and then you say, hey, look, the reason for the call, I live in Yakima, Washington, and then you just go through that little 30-second pitch right then and there.
You told them you saw their website.
Yeah, yeah. This is just, we're genericizing here. Okay, so again, this is optional for everybody, by the way. Anybody that says, oh my God, telephones, I never touch them. The last time I touched a phone, it gave me carpal tunnel. Doesn't matter. This is an option. But if you want your business to grow faster than it is, if you've hit that outer edge of your world now, and to go any further, you're going to have to start playing golf, take up pool, I do that, hanging out in coffee shops or whatever, joining clubs, getting into Toastmaster, becoming a member of the Chamber of Commerce, joining Rotary, whatever. In other words, if now you're at a point where you have to do something to reach out to people you're not seeing in your daily world or your weekly world or your monthly world anymore, then it's time to consider who are the right people then. And nothing against the sick and the hurting and the people that CBD is for. We are still going to run into them. But to build a business, you need people that can kick that 50-yard field goal. They've done it in the past. In other words, experienced network marketers. They've gotten over the hurdle of being a pyramid thing, and they've gotten over the hurdle of talking to people, and they, you know, all those issues are gone. They've already worked them through. And the network marketers are the people that a guy once said to me, and I've adopted it. He says, I don't want to know 500 people. I want to know 5 people that know 100 apiece, right? This is how you can expand your reach with no gas expense, no lead expense. $15 one time, and it actually goes to the person that invited you to that website. You know, that's Ryan's way of making sure we feel motivated to, you know, put the word out. Okay, now, how far are we into this one now?
16.
16 minutes? Okay, so we're going to do a new segment, and in this one we're going to get into the actual step-by-step, what's the order of events, and then the upsells, and how to rekindle the gift certificate that we used to have. Way cool. Okay, go for it.